my YouTube family, and thanks for stopping by. I have already connected with your energy, and I was guided to these three cards for you, which is change, power, and love. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. And the change card has shown up in your reading today because it is showing that you are feeling weary of challenging life circumstances and you long to have things in your life flow more easily towards love and success. You have spent years learning, and I am seeing that you are facing a challenge at this time, one requiring you to trust your belief in the universe and yourself, and to allow things to unfold smoothly on your path. Change, when it is lived as a sacred process, pretends spiritual pretends spiritual transformation. All levels of change, no matter how slight or how deeply penetrating or disruptive, have something to show you about your belief in the wisdom of your teachers, masters, and the angelic messengers who sweep through your daily life. Change wakes you up to life as the spiritual process that it is. Change is different from chance because change is intended to bring you continuously closer to your dreams. And I feel that through change, you are like an abundance of flowering blossoms merging with the wisdom that is within you. And you are continuously offered insight from the universe to help you heal the fear and pain and anxiety that separates you from loving yourself as a divine aspect of the God force. Change is upsetting because the unknown has no texture, no familiar faces, no assurance of success. When you are unable to control what is coming into your life through the midst of change, it is easy and natural to be afraid. This fear, however, can create an barrier to the divine love surging towards you. Through change, you can come to accept that life on physical earth is brief and that your journey is always to gaze towards the divine and to learn of your true divinity. When you feel frightened by life, it helps to understand that you are choosing between a belief in a loving divine providence and the randomness of a chance happening. Whatever comes to you can be a significant opportunity for spiritual growth, whether it was intended as that or not. Your larger life goal is to grow in grace and to find union with the divine presence through love. And the guidance coming to you through the change card, if you look through this flower image or look at the flower image, it is asking you to take heart and to believe in the significance of the changes taking place in your life. The many parts of this blossom, some open and some still closed, speak to the ongoing texture of your life, in which some aspects will be known and others will remain elusive. You can also accept that even though not all your life experiences are positive, they all ultimately have a positive resolution at the end. The white blossom tells you that all life is created in God's image and that a spiritual vow resets in all of your experiences, even those that are painful. Your spirit is tireless in its loving support, and it is going to help you move out of your own way so that you can find the love that you seek. You incarnated into this life to learn and accept the continuously changing nature of your life as preparation for the continuous changing nature of the eternal reality, reality, life to death, to merger from the divine to life to death, and again to merger with the divine. Your heart and inner mind urges you to give, share, cooperate, love, value, and honor, and observe other living things, because these qualities offered by a loving heart, and they are awakened. They are offered by a loving heart and awakened. When you are afraid that accepting the present changes in your life will bring you greater pain, fear, loss, or poverty, consider that the opposite is more likely true. Consider that to avoid accepting change, and learning from it will produce these undesirable outcomes. You need to think about the changes that you feel are taking shape in the spiritual currents of your life. Are you coming to the realization that on a deep level an important relationship is over or shifting in some way, that you must release your children to their own learning and get on with your life? Or that you need to change jobs? Or that you need to give up some self defining ways of life? Make a list of these impending changes and quietly in each morning meditate. Place your hand over this list and imagine that a brilliant divine light allows the universe's current to flow through you and out of your hand to bring positive life enhancing resolutions to these changes. And the Power card has shown up in your reading today because it is asking you to rediscover a deeper capacity for love and compassion. Through implementation of this realization, you will advance into authentic spiritual leadership, and you have sought guidance for your own life, and now you are to learn to seek guidance for your purpose. You are reawakening to your spirit's purpose, and you are being guided to accept love without judgment and to use compassion freely. And in doing so, to remove any constraints and limiting beliefs that you've placed on the power of love to heal, help, change, and awaken grace within all living things. You may be wondering whether you're growing spiritually in the most appropriate ways, and you need to know that your prayers have all been heard. And know that inner power is divine love and is a natural expression of your humanness. When you open your mouth to speak, you anticipate that words will come out, and these words will convey this meaning you intend. When you open your heart to feel love for another, or for an animal, or for nature, you feel expansive, deeply connected to others through unlimited and unconditional love. These deeply personal and profound feelings that come through meditation, as well as through intimate and direct experiences of loving your partner, your children or parents, and your friends, are the natural state of your humanness. And inner power is resilient. It is expressed as empathy for other living things, and it comes forth as non judgmental grace. Resilience teaches you to observe your life from a different and deeper perspective, thus enabling you to move around the constraints of pain and loss. Empathy teaches you to trust your natural desire to help others and in return to receive love from people and nature and the universe. Living in grace allows you to teach others through the examples of your own life and to offer nourishment through awareness of divine love and action in your life and on this earth. The spiritual energy of your life is welling up deep inside of you from the core of your being and circling your spine to renew your life. You are in the process of managing this intense emerging energy so that you will direct it towards awakening the spirit within you. You are being guided to accept your larger role in life and to trust that through the grace of your angelic teachers and the divine, you will be able to recognize your opportunity to balance and stabilize your life. And the guidance awakened by this card, Power, is asking you to start expressing yourself more and notice the three prominent golden rings of expression of your power. The flower image alerts you to work with the three major aspects of spiritual energy in your life: resilience, empathy, and grace. This flower offers you a symbolic image of profound importance. You are being guided to recognize that you already have a basis of genuine spiritual understanding and that you will grow in power by using your wisdom in your life in a more direct and uncompromising fashion. Spiritual resilience is the acceptance that all things are not as they seem. You will find renewal for yourself through living empathetically, a kind of living that has its basis the realization that the energy of divine love lies within every human plan, and grace is the unconditional gift to humanity of the realization that spirit in all its forms in all living things destruct is indestructible. And the next time you look into the face of a person or symbolically into the darkness of a experience or circumstance that is difficult for you to love or accept, imagine that you are observing grace emerging in an unrecognized form to teach you of power and love, and imagine that you have been guided to become more powerful, and then you will start to see your life differently. And the love card has shown up in your reading today because this card, love, wants to help you make important decisions for your life, create clarity out of confusion, and move through daily struggles. You may feel that the choices you are being asked to make seem so hard and the solutions are too difficult, and you may feel unprepared to do what life seems to be leading you towards, that the problem you face are too complex to even solve, or that depression and unsettledness are becoming too familiar, emotional and spiritual companions. All these feelings may also be mixed with a sense of impatience and impression that you are ready to create the life that you want, but the means of achieving and uncovering this new direction seems too difficult. And it's time for you to sort through your life to find new or more meaningful ways of nurturing yourself. Start surrounding yourself with people who love and respect you, and start seeking spiritual awareness or the emergence of love within. That is a hollow enterprise unless you can see each and every thought and action as contributing to the transformation of life already underway within you. Your true potential and power through love are mere shadows unless you recognize that love is the process that used daily will draw the right people and the most beneficial opportunities into your life. Loving yourself and finding goodness in others will help you achieve specific goals. You are being encouraged to expect love in your life and in all your relationships as the means through which you will most easily learn. Love in your heart will help you assess those tasks that you truly want to perform and that will bring you meaningful and purposeful growth. Your life is leading you towards a deeper connection with the divine source, and all those daily practices that encourages this deeper penetration of the divine essence will be encouraged. Assume that you are journaling towards enlightenment and that you are seeking to expand your spirit and your access to the dimension of divine love that heals. You are being guided to breathe into and through each problem, accepting the truth that you are learning the means to discriminate between those people and ways of living that supports your enlightenment and those that represents only detours. You are learning how to separate truth from illusion in your life and in your expectations. Move out of unnecessary and busyness. Move out of that and find opportunities for quiet time and reflect on the profound life changes underway in your life. You are loved more than you can imagine, and you are emerging into your presence so that you can draw from your love that is deep within. And the flower on the love card is asking you to be fully present in each cycle of your life. The guidance that comes through this image, love, is to become equally aware of your inner being, more fully available emotionally and spiritually to the learning inherent in each day. And the card love is showing that you are ready to accept that you no longer need to feel overwhelmed by life's demands or by the lack of clear direction or focus for your future. You are in a spiritual clarification phase and you are being called to accept that at this time your future is unfolding in a spiritual rather than an intellectual way. And you are being asked to have more faith in your choices. And I feel that you are seeking to realize your emerging potential and you are coming back into love with yourself. And you need to try to be more patient with yourself and realize that your present circumstances are important stepping stones on your spiritual journey. This is a time when many small and insignificant chores and commitments will seem to eat into the time you want to spend with your partner, children, or close friends. Learn that you are not required to be all things to all people. You are within the energy flow of love that says you can love others enough to say no. You do have sufficient time to accomplish essential tasks if you allow others to share in the creation and implementation of plans, and you can attract the financial resources you need as you realize that love is energy and that it promotes a natural state of abundance and well-being. You can use acceptance of yourself as the means to awaken love and the meaningful guidance that can bring you greater confidence and solace. And don't be afraid of change. Know that change is unavoidable and it is always for the best. Own your power. Step into your power and open your heart back up to love. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. I would like to thank you again for stopping by and allowing me to connect with you. I hope that this reading has provided the insight that you were seeking. If this reading resonates, please feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe so that you can receive notifications when I post your new reading. And if you would like to become a member of my channel or make a donation to my channel, the link is in the description and it will be greatly appreciated. Well, until next time, goodbye, my lovelies.